What makes Friends so unforgettable is how it can turn one storyline into a perfect mix of comedy, emotion, and complete chaos, and Rachel's pregnancy arc is probably the best example of that. The story begins with one of the most nerve-wracking moments in the series. Rachel takes a pregnancy test while everyone waits for the result. At first, they think it's negative, and Rachel suddenly realizes she actually wanted the baby all along. Then comes the huge twist. The test is positive. That emotional transition from panic to happiness is one of the sweetest moments in the entire show. But of course, this is Friends, so the emotional moment instantly turns into comedy chaos. Phoebe secretly figures out who the father is using the famous red sweater clue, while Rachel completely panics about revealing the truth. And when Ross finally finds out he's the father, his reaction is absolutely legendary. Instead of focusing on becoming a dad, he starts arguing about how condoms are only 97% effective and wants to complain to the company like an angry customer. As the storyline continues, Ross and Rachel fall right back into their classic relationship chaos. They argue over who made the first move, who kissed whom, and whether Rachel was sending signals. Then comes one of the funniest reveals in sitcom history, the Europe story. The second Rachel starts talking about backpacking through Western Europe, everyone instantly realizes she was the one flirting with Ross. That scene alone is comedy gold. At the same time, Joey becomes one of the most emotional parts of the story. Watching him slowly develop feelings for Rachel while still trying to protect their friendship gives the show surprisingly heartfelt moments. Joey's reactions during Rachel's pregnancy show how caring and loyal he really is beneath all the jokes. And then there's Rachel's pregnancy hormones phase, which creates some of the funniest scenes in the series. Suddenly, every random guy becomes attractive to her, from doctors to strangers at the hospital. The show somehow manages to make awkward situations hilarious without losing the emotional side of Rachel's journey. The hospital episodes take the chaos to another level. Rachel screaming during labor, Ross completely panicking, Joey trying to help, and the endless fight over getting a private room creates non-stop comedy. Every character gets unforgettable moments, especially Ross desperately trying to act calm while clearly losing his mind. And finally, after all the jokes, arguments, misunderstandings, and emotional moments, baby Emma is born. The scene where Rachel first holds her daughter is genuinely beautiful and emotional. After years of ups and downs, Ross and Rachel finally share a moment that feels real, mature, and heartwarming. This entire storyline is one of the biggest reasons why Friends became such a legendary sitcom. It balances humor, friendship, romance, and emotional storytelling better than almost any